Oh, fine. Hi. We are once again in a weird position because the technology doesn't want to tell me that people are watching. I think seem to be just a little orange here. Let's go ahead and fix this one more time. That's right, live technical adjustments on stage right here as we tweak the white balance ever so slightly. There. Now I'm a whiter shade of pale. Now available in minty green. My indicator that says what channels I'm on says that you're not on any channels. But my thing says that I am, and Facebook thinks that there's at least 2 people watching. So I'm just going to take it that I'm being watched. I have this terrible feeling of suspicion I'm being watched. Which is actually good, because if I weren't being watched, it'd be very hard to explain what I'm doing. I love 7th chords. I love me some 7th chords. Welcome! The Monday Troubadork show. Gleefully blundering forward. A few things real quick. Yes, this Saturday, Amy and I did in fact go to the Sherwood Forest Fair, and we got to see a lot of people, and I got to say hi to a lot of people. I got to play a few songs for some folks. I got to play Fernando for Lucky, and they enjoyed it greatly. I got to play a friend from Fair for a couple of different groups of people who were deeply entertained and also rather concerned because it sounded very familiar. So that was good. I'm not working any fairs officially this season. I'm going to pitch the Troubadork show for a limited engagement at Sherwood and Scarborough, working from the I don't cost a lot of money because I am now sliding back into the enthusiastic amateur portion of our program. And that's okay. I'm very happy with it, frankly. I've been doing fairs and festivals now for a long bloody time. It was almost 30 years. Almost 30 years. That's a lot. Startling amount of time if you allow yourself to pay attention to it. But that's not what I came here for. I came here to play music for you folks. So we are going to do that. We are going to do that. I'm going to do that by starting with this song right here, which is one I wrote because I got to thinking about the fact that there are these groups of people that we all socialize with, but we socialize with them on a very condensed basis, whether it's a fair or a festival or a convention. But there's these very tightly packed moments, 3-4 day stretches, maybe it's several 3 or 4 day stretches on the weekends over 2 months or 3 months even, or 4 months, depending on how, hardcore your festival is. But it always winds up being that there are people that we can have a conversation with, start that conversation, not see them for a long time, but then pick right up at the end. It's a friend of mine who I'm trying to catch up with again. I have not seen him for well over 30 years, and that's where this particular song got its inspiration, as the title goes. Now let me see. There's a riff here. Yeah, there we go. We get together every year, and the reason that we do it may not seem too clear, but the words we say and the people we see make the world a better place. That's how it seems to me. I can't wait to see you again. I said I just can't wait now to see you again. For the 30-year conversation never ends. Yeah, the 30-year conversation. Months go by, we don't meet face to face, and the messages we send do not take place. So the gathering grounds of our happy little crew, and the ongoing banter between them, me and you. I can't wait to see you again. I said I just can't wait now to see you again. For the 30-year conversation never ends. The 30-year conversation. We meet new friends and we drink to be old, and this party goes on and it's never gonna fold. For the things we have in common, yeah, we're always gonna try keep the conversation going between them, you and I can't wait to see you again. I said I just can't wait now to see you again. For the 30-year conversation never ends. Yeah, the 30-year conversation. Some call it a party, some call it a con. I call it the plane we all are living on, with the things we have in common, the connections, and we try to keep the conversation going between them, you and I can't wait to see you again. I said I just can't wait now to see you again. For the 30-year conversation never ends. Yeah, the 30-year conversation. We're building a community, we're building a crew, and when we get together, that's what we're gonna do to keep the chatter and the banter and the laughter and the tears and the bonds we keep on building, getting stronger through the years. I can't wait to see you again. That I just can't wait now to see you again. For the 30-year conversation never ends. Yeah, the 30-year conversation. One more time. Well, sort of. One more time. I can't wait to see you again. I said I just can't wait now to see you again. For the 30-year conversation never ends. The 30-year conversation. Enthusiastic, awkward, and loud. That's Tobias the Adequate in a nutshell. That's the song in a nutshell. 30-year conversation. Real quick note, gang. I have dropped a new song off at SoundCloud. It's one I'm fairly happy with. It is Space Burrito, Burrito of Space. Y'all have heard that song. Well, I sat down and I spent about an hour and I recorded about 6 tracks. 3 of them me playing on the ukulele, 3 of me singing. And I layered them together and I did some stuff to it and I made the cosmic mix of Space Burrito, Burrito of Space. And check it out and let me know what you think. Because I always love to hear feedback on what it is I do here, because to be completely honest with you, I'm just throwing this stuff out there into the world, and I'm hoping that it's like sticks on a few neurons somewhere out there. Because if it doesn't, then it is in fact Vox Clematis, and deserto. Man shouting into the desert. As opposed to vox clamatis in Desert Cart, which is a man screaming into a sheet cake. Anyway, moving to the next song. This one, based on yet another internet posting, I swear I have an entire EP in my head called The Internet Writes My Songs. And it is, in fact, this post right here, wherein, after scalding oneself with hot water, a scientist told the poster, "We are all victims of physics." And that phrase stuck in my head. It's like, you know what? There's a song there. There's often a song there. And this one is a almost 12-bar blues. I'm going to call it 11 and a half. And it actually uses almost a D7. I've had somebody call this one the Hawaiian D7, and I'm not sure why. We're going to try it. But it does let me do this. Well, I'm a victim of physics. Gravity just gets me down. Well, I'm a victim of physics. Inertia's just pushing me around. I'll get there. My coefficient so close to zero. I'm a laughing stock in this town. Well, I'm a victim of physics. No lever can be too long. Well, I'm a victim of physics. My weak force just ain't that strong. I get no emotion from motion for the duration of this song. I lost that primal spark. My quarks don't want to work. I'm so darn disconnected, can't even work a tuning fork. Oh, baby, I'm as sad as a scientist can be. I gotta call myself peerless. Not a single peer will preview me. Well, I'm a victim of physics. My vector's a crooked line. Well, I'm a victim of physics. Relatively speaking, I don't feel fine. I got a single detection theory, but it can't resolve why I still whine. I'm a victim of physics. Life is out of scope, so sound the alarm. I'm a victim of physics. My quark's the only thing that has any charm. I can't attract another body, just got my entropy to keep me warm. And it's degrading! I've gone fishing for some light. My future's not so bright. I search for the event horizon. There ain't a single one inside. Oh, baby, I'm like a cathode that's just plain stuck. It ain't centripetal force, baby. It's my life. It just plain sucks. Burn hole. Oh, I'm a little happier with that one. This is one I wrote, like, I'm not sure when I wrote this. I have it written down here, but I really can't be bothered to check my notes during the live broadcast because, you know, I can always, as we say, we can fix it in post-production, or no one's paying attention anyway. I like this one. I like that little kind of... It kind of gives it what they would call a bougie-wougie kind of feel to it, as it were. You all know about the bougie-wougie, and if you get the bougie-wougie reference, you are in my demographic. Anyway, the next song that I am going to do is one that was inspired by Teppo, who will probably catch this on rebroadcast tomorrow morning his time, because it is right now really stupidly late, because he is our man in Finland. And if you've heard our man in Finland, he's the one I wrote the song about. So there you go there. He posted a picture last year about this time, I think. And it was snowing in Helsinki. See, right over here. Right over here. Yeah, there we go. Point correctly. And he posted the caption, "It's snowing in Helsinki." And when I saw that and I looked at it, my brain went, that is the most Warren Zevon song lyric I have heard in a long, long time. I am a big fan of Warren Zevon's work. I enjoyed his entire catalog, and it's you can't say that about a lot of people. Warren Zevon, some folks considered him a bit of a niche, but I was always fascinated by and entertained by the ferocious intellect that was operating behind even his goofiest songs. Werewolves of London has one of the finest verses ever. Little old lady got mutilated late last night. You can't not appreciate what it took to put those words together in exactly that order if you do anything with music. So this one was written as an homage, tribute, or just, you know what, I wanted to write a Warren Zevon song, and in my infinite hubris, I would like to think that he might actually have played this better than me. In the best of all possible worlds, this would be on a piano. I don't have a piano. I don't know how to play a piano either. So I want you to imagine it's in the wee hours, some bar somewhere. Last call. There's a guy having a conversation with his drink. And he's not angry. He's not sad. He's just tired. It's snowing in Helsinki and raining hard on the side of Z. And all the socialists are drinking, bemoaning what's become of me. Trains are running slow in Cairo. Taxi stalled in Trafalgar Square. They're all seeking my revival. Sad to say they won't find it there. Bridge. Nothing here right now. One day. Is the song ever really done? It's impossible to fathom the depths of what I've sunken in. I'll just fight on like my father. I'll just take it on the chin. Snowing in Helsinki, raining hard on the side of Z. And all the socialists are drinking, bemoaning what's become of me. Pretty, you know? It's pretty. I don't get a lot of pretty in what I do when I'm a performer because I'm big and loud and goofy and crazy, underwear on the head, running around on fire. But, I think we can all allow ourselves one or two pretty songs as we attempt to create things. I'd like to think so anyway. Which brings us to the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right. The final song in our Tobias the Adequate Troubadork Show. I have come to the conclusion that if I was doing this in front of a live audience, I could probably do 5 songs instead of 4, unless I could talk to y'all. And if I could talk to y'all, hubris, I know. What? Well, you know, there was some people, that sounds like a stage name, honestly, Chris. I gotta tell you right now. Hubris. He just takes tips. I'll show myself out. I could do 5 songs, but 4 songs with interaction sounds like a pretty good deal to me. And these things are supposed to be like conversational things anyway. So, the final song is, in fact, one of the goofier ones I've ever done. And it's based on, yes, the internet. The internet writes my songs, part 16. This is, of course, the homage, the tribute to that wonderful phenomenon known as a bunch of people paid to sit in a room and listen to me yammer, known as the TED Talk. It has currently 3 verses. It could have more, because it's based on what you will encounter when you go to one of these TED Talks, or listen to one of these TED Talks, or watch one of these TED Talks on the interwebs. There's a lot of them. It starts out fairly normal and it gets weird. I'm sure. Thank you all for coming. I sure hope you're doing well. We've gathered here together for the thoughts I've come to tell. Like how you all can change the world by changing your own mind. The serious thing that you can do is try out being kind. By opening your eyes, your mind will begin to unfurl. Absurdists often find the truth, and incrementalists can change the world just slowly. Thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my talk. The sound of one hand slapping isn't when you slap your friend. The Marvel movies taught us all to stick around to the end. Alien abduction investigation should never ever be called a probe. And the Flat Earth Society's members are scattered all around the globe. Think on that. Thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my talk. Waterproof that chicken and then give it a kazoo. That's how ducks were invented. This is God's own truth to you. There's a small hidden alpaca up there in the ceiling vents. If you wait a moment, I'll show you folks just how to build suspense. Please hold now. Thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my talk. There we go. Where'd it go? I lost the cord. Professionalism. Thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my, thank you for coming to my talk. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. As they say, any landing you can walk away from is a successful one. And we have lawn darted the show directly into the large pile of hay bales conveniently located next to the large expendable barn that is the Tobias the Adequate Troubadork Show. Thank you for hanging out with me. We will continue to do this until such time as we find other ways to occupy our time. the numbers are getting better, slowly, gradually. But there's a lot of people that want to run around and put trophies on themselves before we have completed the race, and that just seems silly to me. So, I will leave you with this word. Echidna. No, I will actually leave you with thoughts, actual thoughts. So, please, my friends, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other. Be safe. Be careful. Be silly. And as the song says, absurdists often find the truth, and incrementalists can change the world, just slowly. We will do this again. We're still on track Monday through Thursday until such time as other things happen. Today, I am going to go to the IKEA, and we're going to get a piece of furniture. And I'm going to take this big box that has this piece of furniture disassembled in it, and I'm going to Godzilla it up the stairs into the second floor of the house, so we can then open the box, take all the bits out, put them all back together again differently, and put them into another room in this house entirely. Why? Well, it was either that or getting into painting Warhammer miniatures, and this is slightly less expensive. So, you know. Let's do the thing. Tip jars are up here. PayPal, Venmo. Thank you to Eric, Robert, Rick, Emily, and Miranda. Thank you to my continually bewildering Patreon patron peeps. Jen, Joe, Alexi, Austin, Chris Teppo, Shay, Linda, Ann, Stephen, Rob, Alicia, Relly, BK, Richard, Brian, and Laureen. You can find me at theadequate.com. I'm at The Adequate on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm at Tobias The Adequate on TikTok and Tumblr. I have a new track. Furniture is greater than miniatures in many ways. You can put miniatures on furniture. You can't do it the other way around. And without someone yelling at you anyway. We have, of course, the Cosmic Mix of Space Burrito at the SoundCloud page. And THUD Bucket now has 4 videos out, and we're going to try and do more. There's just, we're just trying to figure out how to do it because we're still in a freaking pandemic, and there's some of these things that actually require more than just the 2 of us in order to achieve. It's a thing. So there you are. I've already said all the good things. So I want to say this to y'all. You folks continue to add years to my life. In the middle. The good part. Not that weird crap at the end. Y'all have been wonderful. I have been Tobias the Adequate, and I thank you once again for encouraging my behavior. I will see y'all next time. Take care. Aloha.